Hey guys, Godzilla Gamer 2037 here, and today we are going to learn how to play rock, paper, scissors using this PowerPoint, which I aptly named How to Play Rock, Paper, Scissors. First, though, I think it's important to learn the background of this game. So first we are going to learn how rocks were formed and what kinds of rocks there are. Around 4.6 billion years ago, Earth formed from the accretion of dust and gas around the young sun. The planet was initially molten, with its surface being a chaotic mix of magma and volcanic activity. As Earth cooled, the molten surface began to solidify, forming a primordial crust. This early crust was composed mainly of basaltic rocks, which were rich in iron and magnesium. The process is known as basaltic differentiation. The primary igneous rocks that formed during this time were basalt and komatiites. Basalt forms from the rapid cooling of lava at the surface, while komatiites were ultramafic rocks formed from the very hot, magnesium-rich lava. Over time, the Earth's crust underwent differentiation. Lighter silica-rich rocks began to form, leading to the creation of granites and other felsic rocks. This process created the early continental crust, which was less dense and floated higher than a basaltic oceanic crust. As the early Earth experienced erosion, the weathering of igneous rocks produced sediments. These sediments accumulated in basins and over time were compacted and cemented to form sedimentary rocks like sandstone, shale, and limestone. This process is known as lithification. As tectonic plates moved and collided, some of these rocks were subjected to high temperatures and pressures, transforming them into metamorphic rocks. For instance, shale can metamorphose into slate, and granite can change into gneiss. During the Archean and Proterozoic eons, the Earth's crust stabilized, and the earliest known rock formations, such as the Acasta gneiss and Jack Hill's zircons, were created. These ancient rocks provide evidence of the Earth's geological processes. And next, we're going to talk about paper, manufacturing, uses, where it was made, all that. And of course, we're going to start in ancient Egypt. Around 3000 BCE, the ancient Egyptians began using the papyrus plant, which grew abundantly along the Nile River, to create a writing material. The inner pith of the papyrus plant was cut into strips, soaked, and then laid out in overlapping layers. These layers were pressed together, dried, and then polished to create a smooth surface suitable for writing. Papyrus sheets were used for administrative documents, religious texts, and literature. Scrolls made from papyrus became the primary medium for writing in ancient Egypt. Before the invention of paper, the Chinese wrote on bamboo strips and silk. However, these materials were either cumbersome or expensive. The invention of paper is traditionally attributed to Cai Lun, a Chinese court official around 105 CE. However, archaeological evidence suggests that paper existed in China as early as the 2nd century BCE. Cai Lun improved the paper-making process by using mulberry bark, hemp, rags, and fishing nets. These materials are macerated into a pulp, mixed with water, and then spread into a flat mold. The mold was then pressed and dried to form sheets of paper. Paper is lightweight, relatively easy to produce, and suitable for writing with brush and ink, making it an ideal medium for communication and art. In Mesopotamia, cuneiform script was inscribed on clay tablets, which were then baked or dried. In ancient Greece and Rome, animal skins were processed into parchment and vellum, providing a durable writing surface. These materials are particularly used for important texts and documents. After the Battle of Talas in 751 CE, Chinese paper-making techniques spread to the Islamic world. The first paper mill in the Islamic world was established in Samarkand, and paper production soon spread to Baghdad. The Islamic world improved the quality of paper by adding starch to the pulp. producing a more durable and smoother writing surface. By the 12th century, papermaking had reached Spain and Italy through the Islamic territories in the Iberian Peninsula. The first paper mills in Europe were established in these regions. The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg in the mid-15th century revolutionized the use of paper. The mass production of books and documents became possible, leading to the spread of knowledge and the growth of literacy. During the Renaissance, paper became a popular medium for artists and writers. Sketchbooks, manuscripts, and printed books flourished, facilitating the dissemination of artistic and literary works. Paper played a crucial role in the recording and sharing of scientific discoveries, contributing to the scientific revolution. The 19th century saw significant advancements in paper-making technology. The invention of the Fourdrinier machine allowed for the continuous production of paper, making it more accessible and affordable. Today, paper remains an essential medium for communication, education, art, and countless other applications, despite the rise of digital technology. Next, we will talk about scissors, the evolution, the blades that were originally turned into scissors, and the uses of scissors. Now, this is an interesting one, folks. The earliest blades date back to the Paleolithic era, around 2.6 million years ago. Early humans crafted stone tools by knapping flint and other hard stones to produce sharp edges. These early blades were used for cutting, scraping, hunting, and butchering animals, playing a vital role in survival in daily life. Around 300,000 years ago, the Levallois technique emerged, allowing for the production of more sophisticated and standardized stone blades. During the Mesolithic period, microliths, small, finely worked stone blades, were developed and mounted on wooden or bone handles to create composite tools and weapons. Around 4000 BCE, the discovery of copper and its alloy bronze marked a significant advancement. Early blades are cast from bronze, which was harder and more durable than stone. By 3000 BCE, bronze swords appeared, such as those from ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, and the Aegean region. These early swords were relatively short, but represented a significant leap in weapon technology. Around 1200 BCE, the advent of iron smelting allowed for the production of iron tools and weapons. Iron was more abundant and could be worked to produce sharper, more resilient blades. Techniques to produce steel, an alloy of iron with carbon, were developed, leading to even stronger and more flexible blades. Ancient civilizations such as the Hittites and later the Celts and Romans excelled in iron and steel weaponry. Let's look at some examples of swords. The khopesh, a curved sword, was a prominent weapon in ancient Egypt. It combined cutting and hooking capabilities, making it effective in battle. Greek warriors used the xiphos, a straight, double-edged sword, and the kopis, a single-edged curved blade, for cutting and thrusting in combat. The Roman gladius was a short, double-edged sword used by Roman legionaries. Its design was ideal for thrusting in close combat. The Middle Ages saw the development of longswords and broadswords, used by knights and soldiers. These swords were designed for powerful slashing and thrusting attacks. The earliest known scissors appeared in ancient Egypt around 1500 BCE. These were spring scissors, consisting of two bronze blades connected by a C-shaped spring handle. They were used for cutting cloth, hair, and other materials. The Romans improved on the design by creating pivoted scissors around 100 CE. These scissors featured a central pivot point, allowing the blades to be more precisely aligned and making them easier to use. In medieval Europe, larger scissors called shears were used for sheep shearing and other heavy-duty cutting tasks. Over time, scissors were refined and diversified for various uses, including tailoring, surgery, and household tasks. The 18th and 19th centuries saw the development of high-quality steel scissors, making them more durable and effective. Scissors became essential tools in textile production and tailoring, allowing for precise cutting of fabric and contributing to the development of clothing and fashion. In many cultures, scissors were used in food preparation, such as cutting herbs, trimming meats, and preparing ingredients. Scissors played a vital role in various crafts and arts, including paper cutting, leather working, and embroidery. Now let's talk about rock, paper, scissors. Where is it from? How did it spread? The earliest known version of rock, paper, scissors originated in China during the Han Dynasty, which was from 206 BCE to 220 CE. It was called Shou Ling, which means hand command. In ancient China, the game was sometimes referred to as lizard snake frog or frog slug snake, showing different hand signs and animals that each hand symbol represented. The game made its way to Japan, where it evolved into Janken, using the now familiar rock, paper, and scissors symbols. Janken became widely popular in Japan and retained the same basic rules as its Chinese predecessor. In Korea, a similar game, Mukjipa, is played, with Muk representing a rock, Ji representing scissors, and Pa representing paper. This variation also includes additional rules for more complex gameplay. The game was introduced to Europe in the earliest 20th century, likely through Japanese cultural influence and trade. It quickly gained popularity due to its simplicity and ease of play. Different cultures have adopted the game with their symbols and rules, such as the French Ci for mi or the Italian Morasinis. Rock, paper, scissors became a universally recognized game among children due to its simplicity and fairness in resolving disputes or making decisions. In recent years, organized tournaments have emerged, with national and international competitions further popularizing the game. Rock, paper, scissors has been featured in various forms of media, including television shows, movies, and video games, often as a humorous or strategic element. The game is commonly used as a decision-making tool in everyday situations, emphasizing its role as a fun and impartial method to resolve conflicts. Now, playing games, whether they are video games, board games, or physical sports, offers a wide array of psychological benefits. They often require players to make quick decisions, and that enhances their ability to process information rapidly and make sound judgments under pressure. Players learn to weigh the potential benefits and drawbacks of their choices, improving their ability to assess risks and make informed decisions in real-life situations. Games frequently present players with changing scenarios, teaching them to adapt their strategies and decisions based on new information. Here's how to play rock, paper, scissors. It's a simple hand game, usually played between two people. Players count down together, usually saying, rock, paper, scissors, shoot, or rock, paper, scissors, go. On shoot or go, both players simultaneously reveal their chosen gesture. And you can see this diagram here, that scissors will beat paper, paper will beat rock, and rock will beat scissors. There is more advanced strategy to this, but I will save that for a future tutorial, if I ever do it. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.